fans, here we go. Welcome to FRB. We coming to you live from the 805. I'm Chris Paul Hamus, and we're going to be doing a little double dipping this evening. Double fisting, however you want to put it, because, man, we timing it beautiful this evening with the race on over here. We got the race on over here. I hope you all are ambidextrous and, of course, can multitask just nicely, because we're going to have all kinds of fun this evening. Because we got door-to-door sim racing, and, of course, their Mars Properties Cup Series up and at 'em here in 2026. And this is going down over here at Echo Park, Atlanta. The Super Speedway just miniaturized ever so slightly. So very stoked here. It looks like the boys are getting down to business over here. Let me make sure I don't have to sound too loud. As again, we're just kicking this thing off. So special thanks to, of course, to Mars Properties, of course, sponsoring the 2026 season for the door-to-door Iracing series here. So pretty stoked there. And of course, Starlink, thank you so much for the amazing picture. Keep it up. We're stoked here. Keep it going. So let's go ahead and get into the race tonight, set the table, and see what we're up against here at Atlanta/Echo Park. I love how they like to flip the script up on us, but should be a ton of fun here this evening. So again, first of which, we're going to look at the track map and kind of see what they've done to the place, right? They really spruced it up. As you're looking at the turns, having some more degrees in this thing. Turns 1 and 2, 28 degrees. Turns 3 and 4, 28 degrees. So you're, of course, 5 degrees on your stretches. Back stretch, pretty straightforward there, except for that hook out of 2. Be extremely careful there. That thing will bite you. Same thing with the exit out of 4 and that dog leg. Dog leg going to be super duper important in keeping momentum up, keeping off that wall 2, and a nice momentum passing point into 1 as they come shoot across that start-finish line. So it should be a lot of fun. Location, of course, Hampton, Georgia. Open July 25th, 1960. Racetrack is 1.5 mile, and this is the asphalt quad oval. And I like to see this thing as a super speedway, because you pin it to win right here. You ain't lifting until you see Jesus or the checkered flag. That's how this place goes, and everything happens so much faster. On track. So again, things happen so much quicker when you have a mile less to play with. So let's go ahead and continue on forward and see how long are these boys got to keep it up. All right, we 101 in it this evening. 101 freeway, right? That's my main thing over here. Running right down the coastline. 101 laps this evening here at Echo Park. Stage 1, lap 31. Stage 2, lap 62. And then we have a 39 lap run for stage 3. So it does look, and as we kind of move through our specs here, so can go and set up for iRacing, SIMRACIng. So we got open setup the tires. Big window is at 16 is going to be too much. It's just going to together, keep yourself in contention to win this thing at the end. Again, being a super speedway, having that drafting abilities is going to really level that playing field. So as long as you keep the car one piece, because again, you have no backup car here in this series. So again, it's a run what you brung. You got to keep it in one piece and get it across that checkered line at the end. And let's see where the boys at after Chicagoland. There was a lot going on. Oh, and happy belated 4th of July to everyone. I hope we all had just a phenomenal time. No, I did. Just wake surfed it up. It's tough at the lake. But we're going to go ahead and so we're going to bring up my driver's point. There we go. Come on. Get with it, Chris. We got some racing ahead of us this evening. As you see, the points leader, Pacey, still holding the pace of things, actually. Ty Robinson, 68 points out. But again, any one of these guys can have themselves some pretty fat runs here at the end and get her done. Danny Carpenter, Trevor Baxter, those are the third and fourth. Scotty Jones is round out your top 5. Well, see, Hewitt is in 6th now. He's kind of floating right there. Him and Scotty Jones been tangling, having all kinds of fun. Got Nesta up 1. Best is up 1. And again, these guys are all inside that 16, so that's what they need to look for. George Champolias, he is just now inside. So I actually had bets on him. I did. I had good high hopes for him and Nicholas Francis. They both move into. Joshua Sanchez as well, moving into that top 16 here. And I believe Kemp can make it. Maybe Chris Champolias over here on the right-hand side might be able to get her done too. And he's scooching up here pretty quick. As again, the attrition rate of the league is taking shape here toward the end of the year. All right, so driver's points, got that one going on. Let's see, some team points. There we go. Naughty boys. That's what I'm talking about. So you got the Natty Boys here, and these guys are taking care of business. Nicholas Franz, John Collins, Scotty Jones is the owner, but Scott Farrell and Ty Robinson. So again, holding strong, getting that thing. You got Natty Boys now leading the way, $500 cash pot at the end of this thing, and the races are winding down. So Mad Dog Racing still just chewing on that bone, trying to get there right now, but then digging. Viper right there trying to strike, but he's sitting right there in that third position as we have MLB Racing. Holding up that fourth spot, but again, that's what you got. George Hippolis and Pacey Wignett. I think those guys have Pacey leading the points right now, and then George and Chris. These guys might have a great chance here to do a huge comeback kid style of a run. So it should be pretty interesting to see what's going to unfold come the end of the season. All right, let's see, and let's break down the stats ever so slightly here. Mad Dog outside the lead of 221 points. Again, I was going to use a few drivers to really step it up and get that 1, 2, 3 finish, and they're back in the hunt of things. Same thing with Viper and MLB Racing. All those guys are right there. So again, just a beautiful run between the teams, with a few races, and again, we'll see this thing flip around one more time here, or maybe a few more times. We'll see. We got plenty of time left in the season. Speaking of the season, here is your breakdown. If you want to put a pause on this joker and see exactly what is going on with the race lengths and stuff, if your curiosity is really pecking at you, here we go. We got a little fat breakdown next week. Next week it's going to be North Wilkesboro. Awesome track right there, driver's track, absolutely. So again, that's going to be a good challenge for the drivers, and excited to be there and visit the North Wilkesboro Speedway. So and what history there, super, all kinds of history, love it. All right, and the Chicago Lambs teams grid pick here. This is like a single elimination. So this is a thing that the league admins came up with, and I thought it was super cool. And but didn't have a chance to show this last week as I was off, pulling my shenanigans for 4th of July. But just want to bring this up to you. Got Pacey and Ty now moving forward. Carpenter and Will, they're tallied up together. So again, this is going to be, I believe, a heads-up battle all the way down to the winner here. So I'm very excited to see who's going to get the kind of top dog out of the teams here. As you see, James and Reeves matched up. Scotty and Thomas, they're matched up as well. So they're all going to tango and bust out those sorties and see what's going to happen. So I thought I'd splash that into the mix here as we're going to bring us back into the booth here. All right. Oh, that's not what I was looking for, but yeah, rest in peace, Kyle, right there. Man, I'm always going to have his picture up. And man, oh hey, you know what? Why not? There you go. Rest in peace, my man, Kyle Busch. Man, I just can't believe it. Still to this day. Anyways, all right, let's bring it back to the booth. Let's get back to some business. This is gonna be fun. All right, so we're gonna get crazy with it here at Atlanta. Some high speeds, big runs, and some gnar turns, especially through this dog leg. That wall's gonna come out of nowhere, right? You're gonna have that car right in front of you. He's gonna dip, and you're not. And you're gonna come a little late, and you gotta watch that. So, and again, the drafts. Let's bust out my cool little cars. So the draft here, oh man, even more impressive. All right, you can get such a fat run from here. And then from a few car lengths back, you could take a high line through the turn with all kinds of momentum and come shooting out like you just lit some afterburner of some sort, or you nitrous button there. But again, that's another thing is too, you got to watch for these cars to hook off and slip out, because that's going to be very, very crucial. Out of 2, out of 4, watch for these guys to get tight, put too much will into it, try to stain off that wall, and then all of a sudden, that right rear just lets go, and they're on for a ride. So 4, you might be able to save it because you do have that infield, big old infield down there. Maybe take her for a quick little jump across some of those those access roads. But maybe save the car there. So that's your bet. 2, you're done. If you hook it too hard out of there, you're in some big time trouble. So again, super stoked for tonight. We have a small field-ish. Yeah-ish. So regardless, with the smaller field, that's going to be awesome too, because I think it's going to give these cars more room to maneuver and bigger runs to be had on that back stretch, and especially through that trial. It's going to be so much fun. But these guys are all in queue right now, and yes, we are. So good. Got a decent show in this evening. Super stoked, but for right before we go over to our national anthem, because of course we got a national anthem coming up. But I want to give you guys all a quick shout out. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and for all those who have been with us for a long time, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, of course, definitely hit that like and give us a quick share. Get us out there and get these boys seen. They put so much hard work in it, and of course, Mars Properties. Thank you so much for sponsoring this 2026 season for door-to-door sim racing. Super stoked. Thank you. And of course, Starlink, keep it up. All right, we got a race ahead. Let's get her on. All right, so of course, shout out to all the troops getting in harm's way, getting her down overseas. And of course, all of our frontline defenders. Thank you so much for all your efforts out there. So I can keep it safe, keep your heads up. On to our national anthem. Stage 1, drop the green flag. Up next.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
How's it, race fans? You got Chris Paul Hamis here at FRB. We're bringing it to you loud, live, and hot from the 805. We got door-to-door sim racing and Mars Properties Cup Series about to take the green for stage 1. Just kind of getting our ducks in queue and waiting for a queue to be finished up here as we're getting ready to get this race underway. I'm just checking over my systems, making sure that we are all a go here in the booth back here at home. So I'd like to thank everybody for showing up this evening. Of course, all this brought to you by Mars Properties. They're sponsoring the 2026 season for door-to-door sim racing. Looks like we are just finishing up queue. Got another a few seconds or so before that qualifying comes up again here at Atlanta. Shorter track, lots of speed. What are these guys going to be up against this evening? I think it's just going to be the long haul. You got a smaller number of cars in the field, which it's going to be very advantageous for a lot of these drivers out here. Going to have some room to maneuver. Be patient. Patience is going to be super crucial out here, especially with the grip pack, picking up. The grip's going to pick up here as the sun continues to go down as we racing here at night, and we got the queue up. Oh yes, we do. All right, here we go. Bring up my qualifiers. All right, looks like we're going to be looking at Mr. Scotty Jones in that P1. There he is, yeah. So sitting on pole is going to be Scotty Jones here. Scott Jones in the number 7 at Naughty Boys Racing is doing exactly what they need to do to hold on to that team points. That's starting up toward the front. But chopping it at the heels, right outside pole is going to be Michael Reeves at number 8. Got Viper Racing there, still in the hunt for that end of the season big purse prize. You got Danny Carpenter, Mad Dog Racing. So it's 1, 2, 3 different teams right there. PBR is going to be next there as we got Pacey Wignett, your points leader. He is sitting in that 4th position
And again, so we got one of each team, 1, 2, 3, 4. So talk about keeping it mixed up toward the front. Dawson Kep in the 04 is going to be in that 5th position. Great starting spot for him. Joshua Sanchez, same thing, 18, the 18 car, Joshua Sanchez, 6th position. Bradley Canopstar is in that 7th position. Let's see if these guys are gridding yet. Oh, there they are. All right. So we got Bradley Canopstar. He's in that 7th position. The 27 of Josh Collins. He is in that 8th position here. Of course, we are going to give another shout out to Josh Collins Jr., who was, getting hurt in a car accident. So we want to give our prayers out there and, of course, give him the best. So hopefully he's recovering nicely for summertime. George Ampolios is in the 79 car in 9th position. So just inside that top 10. He's going to watch out for those checkups. The same thing with Will Hewitt. They are in the danger zone for checkups as that front wheel checkup. They're rating that it's going to hit them the most when it comes to force. So that 24 Will Hewitt is going to be right there. The 11th position goes to the 99 of Tom Heaglan and Nicholas Franz in the 12 position, 17 car. Sorry about that, Nick. Nicholas Franz. And these guys are moving. So here we go. Joshua Schweitzer in the 15 position, and that 16 car is going to round out your field. So not bad. We've got a little 15 car field this evening. Give these guys plenty of room to race. Scott Jones is sitting it on pole, which is exactly where he wants to be. So good for him as we're looks like we're spooling it up and ready to take the green flag, get stage 1 underway. And especially a big shout out to you race fans out there. You guys are nar, right? If you're watching this and you're watching the race live like I is over here, man, that's you a true NASCAR fan. That is awesome. So it's you belong here and we belong together. So let's get her done. 7 car is going to look for a huge jump off the start here. He wants to clear that 8, take over the lead here, as we've seen already in tonight's race. That the pole sitter gets a good jump and he gets to maintain the control of the race. Let's see if this is going to simulate the same thing. And we got a decent field here. I think it's going to be pretty sporty. Scotty Jones lead this way. All right, bringing us to the start. Checkered, got Barney right there. And let's get our green on. Like them fires, kick the tires. It's on, Big Daddy. Here we go, Atlanta at night. AKA Echo Park, or do you just do that the reverse way? Echo Park, AKA whatever. But anyways, we got the 7 car of Scott Jones doing exactly that. Huge jump right there off the start. He's going to take the lead out of 2. And, of course, they're going to go side by side. Danny Carpenter, Michael Reeves. Michael Reeves is on the outside right now. But he's got some big company with the 0-2 of Pacey Wignett trying to give him a huge stub. But these guys have got some cold tires out there as well. These cars are not going to stick the way they're going to want them to on this first lap. So here we go, building up some tire pressure, building up some grip. And we got the 0-4 on the inside. Scott Jones manhandling the outside with the 28 of Carpenter. He is right there in support. So we got 2 lines of filling up here. The bottom line's going to check up a little bit more once this outside line, Midland line right here. You get such a fat run right here if you can arc this turn properly, like Scotty's here is trying to do. Scott Jones, but he got a big run off here. Impressive run by Dawson Kep in the 0-4. He is putting the pressure on, wants that race lead, wants to get that clean, fresh air, but he's got to be careful. He's putting a lot of will into it coming out of 4. You see him, it was a little loose off. 18's going to give him support. Joshua Sanchez trying to go to the front. You got Carpenter, Pacey Wignett, Michael Reeves, Josh Collins, Will Hewitt, Bradley Canopstar, all these guys lined up group-wise. You got Canopstar kind of backing out a little bit. 0-4 is going to take the lead now as he gets a huge push. Oh, looks like the 18's a little low on some blinker fluid. So hopefully that's not going to slow the run down quite that much. But, yeah, good run by the 18 and the 0-4. Dawson Kep, new race leader. Dawson Kep showing some strength out here in the front with Joshua Sanchez right there on the bottom with them. So they're lining up single file. You see the outside line lost its momentum there. And now they're going to have to spool it back up as Dawson Kep leading the way. We got Joshua Sanchez in the 18th position, or 18 car in 2nd position, riding nicely right now. And again, you see that juke right there. It's just super hard when you're on the bumper of that car in front of you. It's super difficult to see that jog. You see, the sparks be a flying now. I mean, they should have run this race for 4th of July, huh? A big run right here. He's going to probably blow up and just stay where he's at. I like where he's at. I'd do that same thing. But we got some side-by-side battles shaping up over here, the outside line. We got the 5 car, Daniel Best. Best is going to shape it up with the, looks like the 28 of Carpenter. Yes, the 28 of Carpenter on the outside. Guys looking for this big momentum off, but they still got plenty of grip on the bottom. Will Hewitt, he's charging forward. Look at that, man. He's getting her done right there. Big move here. 0-2 stalled up. Pacey Wignet now going to the back. Was riding in that second, third position, challenging for the lead. Now you find himself all the way back here in, see, like 9th position, or no, 8th position, 7th, 8th position, fighting for it and checking up right now. So again, you got to watch out for those checkups, especially through that tri-oval or that dog leg or however you want to describe it. But that's brutal. It is a nightmare right there. Dawson kept now leading the way, doing exactly what he was aiming to do. Get out in front, charge it hard, take over that race lead, enjoy that clean, fresh air, and control the race pace. Joshua Sanchez is being very, very patient, and he likes where he sits. This is some good points right here. He's going to be in a spot to challenge him at the end of stage 1. We have an outside run starting to show its momentum here, and that's going to be Pacey Wignet in the 0-2. Side drafting something fierce on the 27, trying to blow him up and slow him up, and actually looks like Pacey kind of gets the rough end of the stick there as he gets slowed up, and now he's getting challenged by the 24. Oh gosh, getting tight right there. 27. Josh Collins kind of gets tight coming out of 4. Has to lift 0-2s there. It's going to be a little cluster. You know what's here in this 5th to like 7th, 8th position as they're still stacking up. Pacey Wignet just kind of trying to find a way to go. He's getting blocked on the outside. Now he's looking for a run on the bottom. Finds it, making some moves. Here we go. Wignet not wasting any time at the moment. He is going to use up some tire, get up there toward the front. No needs to make it happen probably right now before these tires do wear off. But again, the temp is dropping here at the track, so it will create some extra grip toward the end of this run. And maybe he's taking complete advantage of it. But look at Pacey, man. Kick this donkey. Go get some, bro. He is, man. He is all over the 5 now. You see, looks like the 24. No, 04. That's our race leader. Getting transferred to the back, man. So he's getting checked out here, getting cycled back. Let's find out what happened for our pass for the race lead as we now have Joshua Sanchez leading the way. Get some, my man. 18, just loving life right now. Even though he's having a little bit of that blink fluid problem. But let's look over to see for the pass, the race pass here. Oh, here we go. All right, we're going to find out what exactly happened. Nope, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the 04. Or were we? No. Oh, well. Okay, well, we tried. Let's get back to the race and see what is shaping up here on track. Because, again, tires are starting to wear. We're throwing some rubber up on the track. Track's going to change. And, again, this guy's going to have to start thinking about what the car is going to need. Because in this open setup, so you can make those changes all you want. Whoa, big plow to the outside. 7 car, Scotty Jones, pole sitter. Looked like he missed the turn there. But he holds on to it nicely as he's going to go door-to-door with the 87 of Briley Knopsar. Knopsar's rocking this bottom right now. Fat run for him. As you see him still drag racing with the 7. 7 gets that run on the outside. He's going to take that momentum, get stuck up to the back of the 5, and try to see if these guys can line up and bring some momentum to the front of this field. It does look as if they're doing so. Best trying to give Carpenter the support that he needs. Carpenter looking for that push, and now they're losing support on the run. So now you got Carpenter trying to side draft and slow down the 0-2 of Pacey. Pacey now moved his way up into 5th position as you still got bad side drafting. Oh, and a little bit of contact. Or Robbins right there. That's door to door. Yeah, no point intended. Or yeah, perfect point intended. 20 now the 28 finding some momentum on the outside. The 24 of Will, he's trying to think of, do I go out there and block that run? I wouldn't. I would stay exactly where you're at, because we've already seen it, that the bottom line seems to be having the momentum. The outside line just can't keep that momentum up, at least at the moment. So, yeah, hold what you got. And here comes the 0-2. Gonna challenge on the outside. 2-4 on the bottom. You got the 0-2 on the outside, and he just letting her rip right now. Let her rip, Tin Chip. Pacey getting her done on the outside, going for the race lead. He's got momentum. He was loose off, mad loose off. He's got the support behind him. Drag race into 3 and 4. 18's going to hold down on the bottom. Let's see if he can exit out with momentum. The 0-2 is going to have the momentum on the outside. 18 gets a little checkered up there. And not in the right way. 0-2, Pacey Wignett, new leader. Going to take this one over just for, I don't know, here comes the 18. He's bringing it back. He's like, no, you put my name right back up there, Chris. And he does so. Drag race again down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Now the 18's going to drift up ever so slightly. Maybe gets to stay away from him. He's going to side draft him. It's going to be a drag race across the line once again. But that's Wignett across the line. He's going to take that late lap as well. As it seems as if the bottom line starting to check up a little bit more. They're losing that grip on the bottom line. Outside line starting to push, starting to move. And now we have lap traffic shaping up in front of us. So what is this going to do to the race leader? The race leader is going to take the bottom 42. Chris Champolius going to let these guys go. Oh, out of the wall. There you go. But there you go. Pinch point right here. He's just trying to stay in the game and not get into trouble or any more trouble. But look who's in a heap of trouble right now. That's going to be that 0-2 Pacey Wignett. They got him. Yeah, stacked up all the way back. Side by each. You got the 18 leading the outside line. 18 leading the inside line. 28 leading the outside lines. 5-car Daniel Best trying to give the run to the 28 of Carpenter. Carpenter looking for his shot here to take over that race lead. Can he find contact right there. Easy. Big checkup. They're going to try to hold on. 5 cars loose. Woo! That was definitely a pucker moment. None of these guys are trying to wreck their stuff, especially not in stage 2. 8-car of Michael Reeves now finding himself a beautiful run on the bottom. You see these cars are starting to dance around. 18's trying to possibly throw a block down there on the 8. Barely made it. That was it. That could have been treacherous, if you will. The 5-car, 7-car outside line. 24, Will Hewitt. Where is Will? Mr. Will, what'd you shoot back to? He's on the bottom, trying to look for that run. Outside line, pushing fat, though. Look at this, 28. Goes high to the outside, takes a 5 right along with them. Maybe trying to utilize it, jumps right down in the line. He's going to try to change his luck. Carpenter on the 28. He's going to jump down to the bottom. So now the bottom's starting to get a little more popular, but that's going to leave the outside line open for some of those fat runs. Pacey Wignett now challenging once again, going to the outside line. As you see him rallying support, here comes a 5 of Best. He's got himself a huge run, shooting into 3 and 4. Outside line stalled up. 18 now is going to try to decide, do I block? Do I stay in the bottom? Stay in the bottom. It's looking strong. Bottom's looking real popular right now, and they're hooking nicely. Cars are tracking. Plenty of grip on track. Oh no! Whoa! Holy bejesus! Hell is saved by the 0-2. That was a big push by the 5 coming out of turn 2. The 0-2 gets light. 5 lifts, trying to not be a wreck on a wreck. In the 0-2, I don't know how he just did that one, but woo! Excellent driving by the 0-2 Pacey Wignett. Now he's going to have to do it all over again. So this is going to be a roller coaster, elevator style run for Pacey Wignett, at least at the moment. As soon as he gets up toward the front there, just, speed, the air, the pushes, the extreme pushes that you need to clear that air up in the front. That's what these cars are super light. Woo, you got to go for a big old run right there. You're going to keep the hammer down. And the 5's going to follow. So these two are teamed up real nicely. They're going to try to see if they can. And here's another thing is, too. You want to practice. Get a guy that you're going to team up with. See what two cars can do, against that inside line, right? See if they can, and of course, if you can do good, then you can rally more friends, rally more support for those outside runs. But yeah, this is, one of those chances in the race where you get to really test some of these theories on what you're going to be trying to do at the end of this race, right? So far, we've seen some pretty fat saves as we are narrowing down to the end of stage 1. And these things will go super fast at, let's see, 175 plus miles an hour. That's scooting. Right on board the Pacey one more time. He just seems to be having the, we got Hewitt. Hewitt now, 185 going into turn 1. Hewitt now third position. Beautiful point spot right here. You're just going to be trying to hold what you got, but the aggression and tension's just going to continue to push up even further. Into stage, everybody, there's not a lot of car here on track, so there's a lot of opportunity to get points. Lots of opportunity to get points. And that's exactly what you see in the energy in the field right now. The 5 car now getting a little more desperate, trying to get tight on the bumper of the 7, but he's got to be careful of that here, as we did see what happened to the 0-2 in the 5. Paves up high, going to try to kind of slingshot down with some momentum off the wall. Right along with Daniel Best, 187 mile an hour. Ooh, almost 190. Okay, things are, and then now 0-2, he's running into traffic back here. 0-2, Pacey Wignett, the guy who's leading the way. And this is exactly what the rest of the drivers want. Keep shuffling him back. Whoa, big block by the 18. Puts the 28 up into the fence. He's all over the bumper, 18. Oh, no, contact to Joshua Switzer. He is innocent bystander trying to mind his own business on the bottom. He saves it, brings it down across the apron. He's going to lose some points, but save the car. Beautiful maneuver there by Joshua Switzer, who's right in that 16th position, holding his own, and just gets door slammed to the apron and goes across do some landscaping across the infield. Daniel Carpenter, Will Hewitt, Daniel Best, everyone's kind of checked. It's taken all the momentum and energy out of this field now. So look for some big runs to start to muster up here. And the new leader, Michael Reeves, to be under attack. Michael Reeves, your new leader, the 24 of Will Hewitt, right there on his bumper. And it's end of stage 1. Michael Reeves leading the way. 24 of Will, right there in second position. They're going to stay single file across the line. Michael Reeves, stage 1 winner. In that 8 car, the 24 of Will Hewitt is going to get that second position. At least I believe so. Maybe we're going to 32. We'll find out. But all in all, now he just needs to bite his nails and hold on. He's like, when is this thing over again? Okay, it said 31 in the books, but let's see if they get it for 32. No, we're going to continue. All right, so just in case, I am going to bring up some names and kind of go through that, as we are now in lap 33, and it did state 31 was the end of stage 1. So Michael Reeves, possible stage 1 winner. Will Hewitt in the 24, second place. Third place, Danny Carpenter. 4th, Scotty Jones. 5th, Daniel Best. Pacey Wignett maybe gets it up to the 6th. I'm not sure. These are unofficial results. 18 and 99, and Tom Hinkle. I haven't talked about Tom yet. My man Tom in the 99 being very quiet, trying to hold his own, and he does. 8th position. And get Bradley Knopsire, 9th position. Dawson Kep in the 04, 10th. And that rounds out your top 10, but we'll kind of go through the field. Josh Collins, 11th position, and we got some battling shaping up toward the front. Michael Rivas still leading the way. We're going to continue on. And we got yellow flag out. So maybe it was 35. We'll find out, but we'll do it one more time just so we can be as on point as we possibly can be. All right. So yeah, we're on that one. Standby 1. There we are. Hide that joker. And, of course, bring up the winners. Got to bring some silver into this thing, right? Okay, so Michael Rivas is going to be your stage 1 winner in that 8 machine. 24 of Will Hewitt is going to get that second place position. 02 of Pacey Wignet, I believe, gets that third now, so great for him on that one. They just kept moving up some positions. 28 of Danny Carpenter, 4th. 5th going to go to the 5 car of Daniel Best, mirroring his efforts. The 99 of Tom Lingham moves up even more spots to 6th position. 7th goes and goes to Bradley Knopsteyer in the 87. 27 of Josh Collins is in the 8th position. Sorry, 9th position is going to go to Dawson Kep, and then round out your top 10 is Nicholas Franz in the 17 machine. But all in all, that 8 car, that Chevy Camaro Hot Rod, gets that stage 1 victor. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with the stage 1 winner. Stick with us.
Pal. Damn, you're handsome. It's okay. Come on. Just a bad dream. We're not there anymore.
You are the first person I've ever seen this far out. What kind of line of work are you in, James?
Army Special Forces retired.
Hey, did I notice some silver in your dog's mouth?
Owen was a combat scouting dog. Target hit him in the mouth with a brick.
Same asshole get his leg?
Yeah.
I hope you gave that fella a piece of your mind.
I shot him in the head.
He shot him in the head. This region here is the heart of the beast. Most folks learn that the hard way.
Good job, buddy. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way. You can do it. I got you. Easy, fella. We can still do this. We've been through worse. It's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters. Fighting the dog.
No, you did not.
One last mission. We're not gonna die out here. Buddy,
I got you.
Welcome back, race fans. We got Chris Ballheimers here with FRB. We got door-to-door sim racing and Mars Properties Cup Series. Up and out of for stage 2. About ready to take the green flag. We're going to let him loose. Michael Rivas leading the way. 24 of Will Hewitt is on the outside. Looking pretty sweet here for the start of this thing. See if they can hold on to this race lead here. Good jump by the 8 car. He's going to try to take off. Got Pacey Wignet in that now second position as he was on the bottom line. Beautiful start by him, and they're going to rock it into 1. 5 car Daniel Best, and it looks like 28 of Carpenter. Carpenter trying to spool it up. He's going to find the 5 with momentum. They're going to try to launch past the 24 and continue forward. You're going to pick up a big draft from the 02 of Pacey Wignet. So let's see what exactly is. Oh, he's going to stick with them. It's like he could have took that thing all the way to the front. But he's going to line up with, and these guys are going to muster on and can start getting some laps under their belts. So Rivas leading the way. Pacey in the second position. Daniel Best third. 28 Carpenter fourth. Rounding your top five is going to be Bradley Knopsire. Bro, under attack. You got some damage to Josh Collins in the 27. That knows, so he's going to need to stick in the draft, stay in the pack, and continue on so that he can try to get that damage fixed. Oh, we got caution out. Uh-oh. What be the problem? I'm seeing Jones. Try to wind this back. All of a sudden, I don't know what happened to him. Jones in the 7. So he got into some kind of scuff of some sort. Stand by one, race fans. I am going to try to sort this out here and find out what went down. Okay, so yellow flag, but I'm not sure for what. Let's try to wind back. Okay, so I don't see anything unless I'm missing something. All right, so not sure, but we are going to take some pits. Yes, we are. Okay. So it looks like the entire field is going to come down pit road, get themselves Joshua Switzer is going to be the 16 car. He's going to take the wave round, I believe, or stay out for track position. All right, we'll let this thing cycle out. We'll be back here in just a moment.
I have waited long enough. The time has come to claim what is rightfully mine.
The Empire's supply lines are vulnerable. We hit them here, and the galaxy will take notice.
A former student seeks to disrupt our empire. Bring me Maul, Vader. Alive or broken.
You took my sister and my world. Now I'm coming for you. This was not the plan, but we are too far to turn back now.
The Empire's time is over. It's time for Crimson Dawn.
You cannot win, Maul.
All right, race fans, welcome back. Got Chris Bimus here with FRB once again. And we got door-to-door sim racing. The 2026 season under a quick yellow for, it's a mystery yellow. We really do not know what was shaking out there. But give these guys a chance to splash the tanks, get any tires they may have needed or anything else. And of course, for some of those cars that were damaged per se, like the, I believe it was the 16 or 18 or something, maybe, or no, 27 of Collins had himself some damage as well. Let's take a look back at him and see if he had a chance to fix his hot rod up a little bit and help him in this race. Oh, there we are. Right. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, you see, a little bit better, You're getting there, my man. You're getting there. Patience is a virtue on these pit crews. I guarantee you that, too. Well, all right, so Rivas is leading the way in the 8 car. We are, the 16 will be in No, 16's leading the way. There we go. Yeah. So 16's leading the way because he stayed out. He's now the biggest mover, up 14 positions. So, again, strategy call here. Will this play in his favor? I do believe the 16 took himself a ride through the infield, not of his own doing. And maybe that's what the strategy call, it's what he needs, right? Strategy call, flip the script a little bit and see what he can get done. As a 5 car's setting way back here. And that's going to let the 16 just be gone with it. And now everybody else is gonna go through the gears, line up. That's good. Well, and I'm sure that was probably planned, so you can get to the 8, 5, line up, get with the guys you want to run with, and again get the momentum that you need, build up the energy that's going to be required. So I don't know if that was just 16. Joshua Switzer is basically just being overran right now. So much momentum on the outside. He kind of went up to block it. He did a pretty decent job there, but they still with just too much momentum. They pressed the issue, and now they're going to go side by side for the race lead. Margarita in the 8 car on the outside. Daniel Best now moves himself up into second position. Joshua Switzer is trying to hold down and hold firm on the bottom and challenging back now as he continues forward. Oh. I think I accidentally turned this down. Oops, my bad if I did. Anyways, want to make sure that we get the sounds on them vehicles up in here too. So Seals, Joshua Switzer now finds his way back to the front. Drag race down the backstretch. Going to play perfect right into his wheelhouse with the 04. Plenty of grip on the bottom, shorter way around the track, and they're getting the exit speed they need out of turn 4 and turn 2 to create the momentum that is necessary to hold on to this race lead, and they're doing so. The bottom line is dominating. 27 to Josh Collins. Pacey Wignet now moving 4th position. Tom Higlin is 5th spot inside. Now trying to find that 02. Sees the speed out of the 02. I'd be following that 02 as well. Made a little bit of a push there. 02 now. Pacey not wasting any time trying to attack. As soon as he gets to that next car. 27 now. They're going to go door to door. He's going to side draft him. Pin this 27 on the bottom. Don't let him have that exit off. Slow him down on this backstretch here. That way, hopefully, he can do the same. Get back down there, pinch, but he can't. Ooh. Got a big push by the 99 of Tom. Luckily, he got laid over into the door of the 02. 02 kind of expecting it. He's gonna roll with the momentum, stay on the bumper of the 04. 04 now. He's gonna side draft the 27 of Collins. Switzer now is loving every little bit of this. He's like, dude, you guys just keep this up. I'm gonna manhandle the bottom and continue and control this race lead. As he's rolling. He's got all the downforce he needs. 27. And now we have 04, 99 side by side again. Pacey getting stuck in traffic, LA style. Rivas backing up as well. Champolis in the 42, moving on up. Get it there, bro. He went for him a lap down. Now he's going to be back in the swing of things. Chris Champolias making some moves into the top 10. Chris now liking this outside line, looking for that momentum. Finding the momentum and the good draft. There he goes. No, land in that thing. Go, bro, go. Smash the pedal to the floor. Big run right here on the bottom, though. Look at the 5. The 5 car, the 28, I believe. Woo! 5 car looking a little out of shape there, kind of pushed. Same thing with the 8 car. 8 car throwing some sparks, baby. It's like we used to back in the mini trucks, you know? That's what these cars look like. Oh, got a fight on the outside. 17, Nicholas Franz, and I believe George Champolis. These guys are just kind of duking it out towards the back, having their little sorties. As we have more momentum, 0-2 Casey Wigden. He is looking for another run. Here we go. 5 car, look at him, kind of back in, stepping out. 0-2 may see this. That's why he's gonna. No, he's just building up momentum. He's gonna get on the bumper of that 5 and say, "You're gonna go to the front, whether I have to push you there or you gotta follow." Hard. Sideways was on an exit out of 4. He gets momentum, gets back to the bumper. Now we've seen the 5 push the 0-2 too hard out of out of 2, and he got super loose. He did like the VIP save of the race. Now these guys are getting backing up, so you get the bottom line seems to be the way to go in the beginning, and maybe the outside line will take shape toward the later part of the run. We may look for that, but right now the outside line keeps getting stalled up. Joshua Schweitzer leading the way. Josh Collins in that second position, holding strong. Tom Hinland in the 99, just enjoying the heck out of his run right now. And this is exactly what he needs. Keep your nice and patient, stay in that bubble. Don't try to fight. And keep those top 3 together, and that group behind you will not be able to contend. They can't build up enough horsepower and momentum, energy, all of that to finish you off. And right now, the top 3 are actually starting to pull away. All by gapping and not being on the bumper, but enough to split the air resistance, and that's exactly what you look for in these super speedways. Sometimes when you're on the bumper, most times when you're on the bumper, you're pushing them all over. You're losing power. You're not getting it to the pavement like it needs to be. Cars walking around, you're not set. The cars aren't hooking up together on the pavement and in the draft. 04 Dawson kept high outside. Trying to get this going to 0-2. He wants some of it too. He's back and forth. 5 now. These guys just keep running into roadblocks. Oh, whoa! He had a fat run there, through to the outside, but looked like maybe the 28 of Carpenter was kind of seeking the same thing, and they both went for the same move. Now remember, in this one, you cannot advance position underneath that white and red line. Double white and red line. Same as super speedway. That's why I call it super speedway, right? If you're going to restrict the engine, restrict the racing surface, then that's a super speedway. Collins doing his job, sitting there with the support of Joshua. Joshua running a beautiful line, something that Collins can track. That's what he wants, right? That's what Collins wants. Dude, run me a good line so I can track you nicely. Stay off you, but split that air resistance. Keep these guys behind us, and we're golden to the end of stage 2. Speaking of the end of stage 2, that is upon us now. As that is 2 laps supposedly. So we will double check on that one. But again, we were a little off on stage 1. Ending, so we'll see if maybe just been a clerical error on my part, but we will find out here in about a lap and a half. So Schweitzer is doing exactly what he needs to do. Lead the way. Collins is not challenging, so they're not stalling up, losing any momentum, and keeping themselves tight as they can. Well, tight, but not too tight, right? Tom in the 99. Look at this guy, man. Beautiful run, buddy. Beautiful run. 3rd position, holding it strong, floating his throttle the way it needs to. Entries, keeping himself right in pace. Not to gap too much, not to let that car behind him, gap up on him, get to that bumper. Perfect. Nope, sire, same. 4th position right now in the 87. Trying to turn his season around. Better late than never, right? Absolutely. Bradley Knopsauer freaking looking dope in that top 5. Michael Rivas marched his way back. Saw some time out here in the front. Got a sniff of that clean, fresh air. trying to search for it. Can't seem to find his way back to that race lead as him and the rest of these guys, mired back in traffic, keep getting stalled up when they make those runs back forward again. Just not enough cars out there to line up, maybe. I'm not sure, but these guys get some fierce runs and then they just stall off. So we're at lap 64 now, looking for the checkers. Maybe that's going to be 65 since we're at 35 for stage 1. So we're looking now for stage 2 checkered flag, and it could possibly be Josh Collins. He knows it, though they know something I don't, because he's making a run for it. He's making a run for it now. Collins now to the lead, going for that stage 2 win. But the 16's not done yet. Looked like the 16 had himself a run, or looking to muster up one. Starting to build it down the backstretch. He's going to single file it across the line. Oh, 0-2, super loose, saves the car. He almost wrecked that thing, stacks him up, crosses the line. We're still green. 0-2 is now going to have to do the march back forward again. Collins now leading the way. Josh Collins, new race later. Cincinnati, Ohio. Heck yeah, my man. So the pressure is picking up. So I want to say the end of stage 2 is upon us, right? Man. So single file, but we have some movement back here in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th position. Guys trying to get those last stage points. Every point's going to matter. And right now they're doing a great job holding off the points leader and stuffing them to the back, minimizing the points he can acquire at the end of stage 2. So great run, great smart work by the field there, and situational awareness. Oh, got contact there. Casey, nope, that was George and Nick. They're back up to speed. Champol, Dawson kept off pace coming out of pits now. Not sure what happened there with the 04. 04 came off track and we'll rewind this back here as soon as things simmer down ever so slightly. But I do have that marked here on my tattletale, and it should give us a good description of what just happened to the 04 of Dawson Kemp. Okay, here we go for Dawson Kemp. Right here. Oh, damn. Oh, the hard lick. His car maybe damaged something fierce, but so he wasn't coming out of pits. He was just getting it back up to speed after smacking the bejesus out of that fence coming out of 4. Yeah, he entered pit late. Said, yeah, Dawson Cap. See what right here. Oh yeah, he broke it. So unfortunately, night may be done for Dawson Cap, but I mean, not necessarily. He can get it fixed or get it fixed enough or something to get back out on track and still gain some positions. And there's not a lot of cars out here on track. This is one of those crucial times where, you finish the race, you can gain yourself some positions and maybe even land yourself in the top 10 at the end. You don't know. So we got two groups kind of shaped up here. Josh Collins still leading the way. Joshua Switzer is at 18th, finding himself where he likes to be. And the 99. These three guys still working together. Bradley Knopstar, the top 5 has yet to change. Still single filed out, but you see movement towards the rear of the field, trying to get some momentum built up and some forward progress. 0-2 still standing, hitting that wall every time he jumps out there. Just can't find another go-fast car to produce enough momentum to cruise him right up to the front. He's doing everything right. He's pinching him down. He gets away from him on this back stretch right here. He's got support. Right now, the inside line just has too much grip. And let's find out why. Track temperature, 84 degrees. 77 degrees out. So yes, track is cooling off and cooling off quick. So grip's going to pick up. That means the bottom line is going to hold the speed and that run off longer through the run. So we'll see if the outside line, will the outside line have time tonight to work in and create that momentum they're going to need to create those exciting finishes at the end. So, yeah, I'm guessing that it's 169 laps. So now we're kind of seeing what's going on here. So now we're just gonna wait. So I don't know what I got a hold of. Well, let's find out. O2 still, well, he has a 5 with him. So they're now gaining momentum. So as these tires wear, the outside line starts to become the go-to for speed and momentum. As now the O2, who's stood his ground on the outside, waiting patiently to work that outside line in, has done so, and is now moved up to race door to door with Josh Collins. Door to door, once again, the O2 is going to have momentum around the outside here, and out of 4. Clears him, does lead that lap, but the 27 of Josh Collins fighting back. Drag race down the backstretch here. Collins with the 5 car has the momentum. Big push right here by the 5, going to shove the O2 out to lead that lane. You see he had to pedal it there on exit. That's going to lose the momentum that he so desperately needed, and that is going to drop the rest of that inside line back behind that built-up outside line. And now we got another race leader, Casey Wignett. I want to say maybe this is his first time leading tonight. Took him a while to get here, or get back at least. But we're in stage 2. Oh, and let's hide that. There we go. All right. Oh. Yeah, my one as I'm trying to get rid of that. All right, so we have O2, Casey Wignett now leading the way. The 5 car, Daniel Best in position. Michael Wiggins in the 8 car, 3rd position. These guys are lined up tough. See if they can do exactly what Collins and the 16 Schweitzer and the 99 of Hegland did when they lined up. It looked like the 28 of Carpenter gets pushed out of line here. He's going to back up to the 24 of Will. Is going to pick him up. Let's see what Will's going to do. Will's going to get on the bumper, give him a drop through. They're going to try to do the same thing. Try to side grab, slow those guys down, give him a huge shove into 3 and 4. Now he's going to utilize that. He shoved him out so he can get up in front of him. So hopscotch. All right, so now you got Casey. He's just breaking the draft there, which is something that we haven't seen a lot of by the leaders quite yet, I don't think, since I was one picking up on it. But we've definitely seen the O2 breaking the draft, breaking some momentum so these guys don't get such a fat run on them and, don't have to blow up as much, right? So it keeps that momentum built up in the front of the field, which is going to make it super difficult for those guys to pass. Break that drop again. All right, so we are still single filed out. Now the outside line's kind of broken away. See this smaller pack, top 10er. But, ooh, got problems here. I always saw some sparks be flying. Who was that? All right, so Casey still, he's gonna lead the charge here, but we're gonna go side by side. Collins and the 24, so 27, 24, side by side. Gotta watch that exit guys who slapping doors right there. Some catastrophe avoided by the 16, saving it on the apron, going to do some landscaping across that infield. Doesn't damage his car, and stays in the fight, and now he's in position and in the middle of it. 27 backing up, 87 of Bradley Knopfshire. He's holding on. I think this is what you need to do. Stay up here, stay in the fight, and you're going to have a chance to not only have a finish, but you're going to be able to have a chance to win. These guys are going to get checked up. Oh, my goodness, and they did. 0-2, Pacey. Maybe allows the energy to bleed off too much there. Oh, and the 5 gets stacked up a little bit behind him. Joshua in the 16, he's following this outside limit line. And now Best is trying to rock and roll on the bottom, bringing some company right along with them. Michael Rivas and Tom Hegland. Hegland now on the bumper of the 16. Gets tight, looks it up, tries to go underneath him. He is definitely not clear down. He's got a bunch of company. But as this run continues on, I believe this the outside line is going to be where the money's at. As I believe he's starting to move forward with momentum. Riding on for the Tom. Tom Edwin. Oh! Super tight by the 16. 5 had to roll off the throttle. And that leaves a 16 and 8 now. 16's going to find the bottom underneath the 8. Great run off. Good movement forward by the 16. 8's going to hold him off on the outside line, but momentum kind of feathers it there, lets him get down, being patient. But looks like the 5's going to try to force some issues here. Gain some position, move a little further up in the field. Wants that, maybe that third, second runner-up position. Trying to give Pacey Wignan some much-needed competition. As Pacey's up here, everything right. Blocking the runs that need to happen. 5 for the 24 is Pacey right with them. Uh-oh. Schweitzer, we got to check up in the field here. Oh, more contact. The 16.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the 8 car now. Oh, no. Michael Reed's crashed, but I do believe it's going to be the 16. Joshua Switzer, who kind of got involved in that one. We're going to rally it back here. So contact there. Oh, he's complete sideways. He's going to come across. Big damage to the 5. 5's going to take some hard right front damage. 8's going to get turned around here. 16's going to do everything he can to save it. Oh no, 8's gonna plow this thing into the fence. Does just pancakes it. IHOP status. And then those two get back into it once again. At speed. Oh, they didn't know he was sideways and tried to save it. Saves it, and this loss of momentum, and then it gets hooked on exit there by the 8 as he brings it down. So possibly, I just believe that the 16. Oh yeah, so yeah, he was all out of shape. He was doing everything he could to save it. Boom! That car's broken. That was a hard lick right there. Guaranteed. Ouch. But they got to stay in it. Yeah. There's too many points to lose out there with, the minimal, smaller field. So, got to stay in it. Get it fixed. Get it back out there. That's the other thing is, too, anybody who may have had some troubles earlier, George Champulius or anything like that, this is their chance. Because they stayed in it, this is their chance to move up into the top 10, you know? All right, so we're under caution. And it looks like, yeah, we'll take a quick break and be back here in just a moment.
I'm listening. There's truth, and there's lies, and everything. And I'm here to tell you what's the truth and lies. You ready? Oh my God. I didn't know you were back around here. I got a big haul coming up, and I could use some help.
Do you think I'd be able to do it?
I know you'd be able to do it. Follow me. What's your honey?
White clover.
That's a pretty rare crop.
God bless us all, everyone.
Y'all reckon we could talk to Am's eyes?
There's been a lot of honey, Deb. It doesn't look good.
If you really want to ruin someone's life, you take away everything.
I would be careful poking around in this business. It is not full of kind people.
This isn't just theft. There's a design and a cruelty to this.
Someone loaded up everything he built and took it all away. And I'm gonna find them. And I'm gonna take it all back.
You'll be stealing back some honey.
I know the weather, I know the bees. I know the point where anyone else would give up and I won't.
Are we getting paid for this?
A hell of a thing to rebuild. Makes you realize how much we ought to savor the taste of that honey. Get ready, my little chickadee. Bees only swarm when they are ready for a fight.
Welcome back, race fans. Got Chris Paul here with FRB and SIMRACIng. We have the 2026 Mars Properties Cup Series about to green once again.
Green.
Tracy Wignet with a good jump off here. Shows the outside line. Josh Collins going to spool up the inside line. 24 of Will. They're all over the bumper. The 99 Tom just giving him the push and right start. Big run off here. The 24 is going to catch the 0-2 with some force here. He's going to lock bumpers, give this guy a huge shove out. He does not want to fight, not yet. So that makes sense though, because you don't want to get the beef in when everyone is stacked up on the bumpers. We see some side by side, Bradley Knopstra, and we see that looks like the 18 stalling up. 16 trying to stay with the group. Do not want to lose the draft. 18 is out. That's right. We did see that with 04 is backing it again. So he's going to gain some position. So good job for Dawson Kemp, who had issues earlier, gets back into the fight, and hopefully can start gaining some positions as we see side-by-side battling underway with Nicholas Franz in the 17 and Christian Poulos in the 42. Put on the show, boys. 17 and 5. Scratch that. 17 and 5. Yeah, buddy. So 17 likes this high line. Gonna look for some momentum, or maybe just kind of future out the way. Not ready to get his sorties on white yet. 24 all over the bumper of the 0-2. Just again trying to keep the momentum and keep them out in front of the rest of this field. 99 to Tom Hedlund and Carpenter. starting to close in on the race leaders. What will they do with their momentum? And that's what we're looking for here. And how they're going to negotiate that front pack. Ooh, there's a big lift right there. Huge fight about to break down, and it is breaking down up front. 28 Carpenter underneath 99. Oh my goodness, holding on to it, Tom! Dude, Tom! Holy Jesus! He took a hard lick there. We're gonna wind it back, and then we'll get back into the swing of things. So he took contact here by the 27 right there. Boom, crosses bumper. He's saving it. He's willing it. Oh man, both of them, hook, line, sinker into the fist. Not too hard though, but luckily they're still running. And in all that, Will Hewitt snags the race lead with the 28 in support. The 02 of Pacey Wickett now stuck high to the outside. It's starting to lose momentum. Falling back, not what he wants to do. All of the cars are on the bottom here. So if he gets stuck to the outside, gets freight trained on the bottom. And that's all she wrote. Now the 02 stuck back in traffic, but Will Hewitt is out in front. Took a ride on board with the race leader. He's got a speed run down his backstretch, which is 185. 189 almost, almost 190, loving it. And in honor of the 24, I know exactly what commercial we're going to run for the end of stage 2. So you better win this thing, Will. Up to you, buddy. Let's go. A nice push right there. There you go. I see him glitch up to like 189, 188, right? But I think the 185 is what they're pushing. The cars in the draft will be, a couple miles an hour faster, absolutely. Boom! Great push it there, easy running. Don't hook, line, and sinker him now. That was a big push right there. Will Hewitt leading the way. Danny Carpenter, though. That was awesome. That's good. That was a good push. And good camera work there on that. Mad Dog look mean. Getting bit, He's gonna try to hit him square. No, he just kind of lays off a little bit there. Doesn't want to get any contact. He's, right now, look at him. They are pulling away from the field. Collins as well. Josh Collins. Third position. These guys are doing it right. Lined up tough. 3 of them not trying to pass, keeping distance between each other. So that we don't get the wrong push at the wrong time. But here comes that 02 once again. He just can't keep this joker down. Back front on the outside. He's gonna throw this thing into one. Rotate this thing through center. He's gonna have to feather. Lose a little bit of momentum there, but he's got a side draft of all kinds. Anchor pulling them back right now. Starting at that one, if he can just get up to the next one, then he can pull him back too. That's what that side drafting is all about. He's doing it right. Sticking right on that door. It does so. Stalls back to 27, so he's basically doing a hopscotch on the outside, right? Gets that fat run, kind of paves up a little bit, gets a fat run off, gets up to the bumper. Now he's going to take him to the outside here. Yes. Outside, side drafts him right here. He's got a lot of momentum on him in this one. And now he's gonna travel it forward. See if he can get a 2-for-1. Cannot. Get stalled up off the 28. 28, they touch door. Touch door again. Banging doors.
The yellow flag is out.
And we got a possible yellow out for stage. This is probably gonna be end of stage 2, being that these guys were really fighting at the end, but Danny Carpenter gets them. So I believe this is going to be the end of stage 2, would be my educated guess here. My man, Will Hewitt, takes it down. All right, Will Hewitt in the 24 gets that stage 2 victory. Pacey gets the 3rd position, I believe, the 28 of Carpenter. So I don't know, unofficial results. So Pacey and Danny were door-to-door that one across the line. Chris Champolis gets the 4th position. Josh Collins 5th. Daniel Best 6th. Josh Sanchez 7th. 8th can go to Bradley Knopfsteyer. Nicholas Franz 9th. The 16 of Josh's sister is you round out your top 10. So Will Hewitt gets that P1. All right, take us to break, and we'll be back here with the stage 2 winner.
Horribly injured by a product made by the Acme Corporation?
It's not your fault. There's probably someone to blame.
Name of the case is Coyote versus Acme.
Wile E. Coyote. He is reckless. We all know who's responsible, and all of his injuries are self-inflicted.
You've been settling Acme cases for years.
I could probably get you $250 for that.
This is your opportunity to really show people what you're capable of.
These companies think they can do whatever they want. We're sick of it.
Acme, act you!
Nothing to see here.
We really have nothing.
We both know it would be very unpleasant if anything bigger were to become public.
What is up, Doc?
Great fun for you so far.
All right. Let's bring us on in all crazy. All right, so welcome on back, ladies and gentlemen, race fans of all kinds. We got Chris Bond here with FRB, and we are got Will Hewitt, stage 2 winner. Will, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. Oh, yeah, and you're bouncing just fine. Congratulations on that stage 2 victory. Man, what a race out there this evening, right? I mean, some big runs and some space to use it. How's the race in your cockpit?
A lot of bobbing and weaving. I'm just kind of trying to avoid odd end situations. That hopefully it keeps going this way. But who really knows out here?
Well, you're doing fantastic work out there thus far. You got the starting position for the final stage. And, man, so just lead it up and lead it tough, man. Viper Racing out in front right now.
You got it.
Right on, man. Congratulations. Hopefully we'll be interviewing you once again at the end.
Yeah, I hope so.
Got it. Good luck, my buddy.
Thanks.
Got it. All right, Will Hewitt, your stage 2 winner. And, of course, we had to play his commercial. So, I mean, I can't wait to see that movie. That's going to be awesome. And I'm watching just for him. All right. Let's see. We are shaped up. And, yep, we're in stage 3. There we go. Hope you all ready. Final stage upon us. So we will have a run for a fuel strategy here on this one. Like I said, we were a little off, I guess, on our, I don't know, but I was reading what's on the page, so we'll look that over again, make sure I wasn't wrong. But we're going to go green. Will, with the launch off, does flex the inside line. Good jump off. Josh Collins in the 27th is going to follow right in line behind him. George Champolius in the 3rd position, now 79 car. Highest he's been all evening. You get that thing where it needs to be. Whoa, contact 17. They're going to check up. Nicholas Front, they're going to lose a lot of momentum. Here comes the 0-2. He's going to use that momentum and roar this thing to the front. All the way from like 6th or 7th position to 3rd goes Pacey Wickett with a glorious run to the outside, but it's going to stall up. As you got the 79, George Champolis, he is looking to continue, at least hold on to this top 5. 0-2 trying to leave all these guys in the dust. But you got a side-by-side battle between Ken, the 42, and the 79. Chris and George Chimpoli side by side. Great to see these two up here. Uh-oh! Whoa! 24 made the wrong move. Or did he? Still holding on to the bottom. And again, that's one thing I forgot to ask him too. It's like, when do you move up, right? Or what line has the most? And it does seem as if Pacey's utilizing this outside line to perfection. He has great support. The 42 is doing phenomenal work behind the 0-2, and these guys are hammering out some beautiful trajectories around the outside rotation of your exit, which thus gives them just impressive top end speed down your chutes and down the backstretch. As watch how the 0-2 is going to take this high arc, right? And the 42, perfect. Little gap there. Oh, these guys are going to fly right here. This is going to be a fast lap. Oh, that's textbook right there. And these guys will not have anything for them. If they can just hit that line over and over again, finally the outside line will show its stuff and its might by sheer momentum. You guys take the short way around. We're going to take the fast way around, and that's going to be outside line. Pacey Wignet, your race leader, is leading the way. Oop, let's bring the tower up. Sorry, I get so busy. Just having so much fun. 5 at best on the bottom now. He's trying to move up with this, maybe get a little more with his teammates up there. He's got the 24, your stage 2 winner, kind of drifting back. But he's still holding on to that top 5, which is where you want to be. Just keep this pace up. This is what these guys want to do. Give distance, give room. There's still plenty of racing left yet ahead of us. So no reason to take anybody out. But knowing that you have a car and you have the talent to stay in the group and stay up in here means you're going to have a chance to get yourself a phenomenal finish. And look at this. Joshua Sanchez in 18, never giving up. 17, Nicholas Franz, same thing. Tom Heckling in the 99 showing his stuff earlier, kind of back of the pack right now. Maybe looking for the big one, right? Maybe he's dude, I got a car and I can have a good finish this evening if I can just keep this thing clean, mean and clean to the checkered. As we got 3 wide, the 18, Joshua Sanchez shoots it up through the center, gains himself a bunch of positions there, and continues with the momentum on the outside. Joshua Sanchez in the 18. Whoa! Scrapes the fence on exit. That's going to hit the brakes on his run. And all those attaboys go right down the drain. Oh, 24. Big move here. He's got to run next to the 5. 5 push tight. 5 had to back up. Carpenter now all over the bumper of the 42, I believe. Yes. And the 04, who is a lap downer up here playing in the front, going to get his lap back the hard way, I can only imagine. Because if he is up here leading the way and the caution comes out, he's got it. So beautiful thinkings for the 04. You're never out of it until you're out of it, But the 04 is just doing everything he can right now to maybe slice out in front, which I'm sure the 02 wouldn't mind either, because now he gets to save fuel if the 04 is fast enough. And the 04 was fast enough earlier, so that shouldn't be too much of concerns. So we'll see what the 04 can do in, getting back these laps and getting those positions, nailed down at the end of this thing. But what a cluster. You know what? It's shaping up. 02 likes this outside line. 42's right with them. These two are pretty strong. But we have the 18, I believe that is, tracking in. But no, it was a 28. That's who I was referring to. I was referring to the 28 in this matter. As you look at the 28, damage to the, that's right. Best still has that that was a hard lick to that right front too. So Best may just be here for looks. I don't think he's going to have enough to help his team, unless just blocking wise. But I don't think he can get out in front and make some good momentum with that amount of damage. So he's probably going to be stuck in draft until the end of this thing, and then make sure you stay stuck in draft. So we're side by side. Business is definitely picking up. We're no longer seeking fall out. The outside line is starting to make some hay here, and the inside line's holding ground. Thus, it's spicing things up out here on track. Absolutely, 5's going to push up, really going to start to suffer that damage, suffer effects of that damage as these tires wear. Start to think faster than I can talk. The 02 now taking heat. Bunch of heat in his kitchen. Here comes the 28 with a beautiful run on the bottom. Look like he's got a little bit of splitter damage, though. See that splitter bent up? Yes, he does. He has nose damage, so let's see what that will do to the horsepower of that Mad Dog machine. And, once he starts to really style up even, to the front of this field. Right now, 02, he is just... The 42's being perfect right now. He is, just maintaining his position, right? Holding his ground, knowing that these guys can come up and challenge all they want. But right now, I'm sitting behind one of the fastest, in the race right now, and fastest in the league. Obviously, he's leading the way. So perfect positioning for the 42 of Chris Champolios. Uh-oh, 18, high to the outside. Gets a little piece of that fence, slows him down, but he's still on the draft. Will is backed up ever so slightly he's backed up pretty good. 7th position on the bottom. Going to try to find his luck down there. Champolios is now making some moves along with Best. Best still fighting the handling of that car as he is right there side by side with the 04 Dawson Kep, who's looking for some magic and some luck. Maybe get him up to the front of this pack. A caution comes out, gets a lap back, and maybe that can happen a few times. And who knows? He gets back into the fight of things. Right now, his car does look pretty clean and fixed, but got the momentum starting to check up even more. We're right on board with the 18 of Joshua Sanchez. Sanchez, whoa! See him getting that dirty air in front of the car. Took off up the track. He pedals it, but still maintains, lays off, going to try to drive down this track out of this turn. Big momentum. Try to bring it up to the bumper. Here it is. Yeah. Side draft. Oh, watch out for the 18 as he pushes something fierce. Comes up, robs some lane. The 18. Now he is loose. He's on the bottom. He's trying to bring it back. Oh, that's not the 18. That's a 17. No. Who was that? 16. Sorry, 16. Joshua Switzer. Man, he was having himself a fantastic run. So now he has lost the draft. Going to be going a lap down unless he gets himself a lucky break and a caution. Right now they're starting to gang up on Pacey Wignet one more time, but the 42 of Christian Poulos is holding beautiful support along with the 04 of Kep. Kep is locked down, the third car on the outside line. Those two are not moving out of position behind the 02. 02 of Pacey Wignet doing a firm job of setting the tone of the pace for tonight's race. This 18 of Joshua Sanchez, 6th position. Yes, okay, yeah. 6th position on the outside. The 2-4 inside. Again, everyone's just trying to hold on to the line here, but look what's going to happen to these cars as these. Oh my goodness, we got contact, and we got the 04. Oh, lap down, and he was trying to make something of his night, and his night just got worse. So missed it. Let's okay, far chase. There it is. Oh, the 27 just had a run, came up, just got him on that left rear portion of the bumper. Gets him out of shape. He comes down back into the 5. Takes more damage to that right front. Oh, man. It's like the time when when you stub your toe and then you keep stubbing your toe. That's like, and then he hits him one more time just for good luck, Damn. All right, caution is out. Make sure that we are okay. So I'm sure the guys will take fuel and tires and reset this thing, and we'll be back here in just a minute. Take one more break.
I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you. Even though I was stuck light years away on Earth, I never stopped trying to get back home.
Everything changed since you left.
It's all gone. Skeletor took my family. And he destroyed our world. It's all my fault. I know how it feels to fail. Take the sword. And when you fall, that's your chance to stand tall. This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it. But I can't do it without you. Somebody wants to brawl. I need every man, woman, or whatever that is.
You may have the power, but you're too scared to use it.
Trust me, I know how to use it.
You tell everyone that you're from another planet. It just makes you sound a little very crazy.
All right, welcome back, race fans. Got Chris Paul Hamus here with FRB and door-to-door sim racing. Got Mars Properties Cup Series up and at 'em for the Stage 3. We are winding down the laps. Quick little NASCAR update. NASCAR Cup Series live. We are in weather delay, just in case anyone wasn't paying attention to that portion of it. But, yeah, so kind of weird. The last time we matched up and raced at the same time, we went into weather delay as well in regular NASCAR. So looks like they are smiling on us to see the end of the race this evening as we are back green again. Pacey Wignick gets a nice jump. George Champolias in the 79 and the 42. Let's see if Ken's going to work together. The 42, oh man, with that 02's gap to 42, pretty big here. Let's see what's going to happen with the 42 as he's going to get this mad run. Well, yeah, he's going to take it. I'd take it too. Say later as he jumps down in front of Collins. Collins is going to go right along with him. And Collins and now Champolias out in front. New leader, Christian Champolias in the 42, leading the way. But for how long? Here comes the 27 of Josh Collins. Collins now going to the race lead. But the 42 of Christian Bullis did take the outside line where he did see the momentum was the best overall. So could the 42 maybe taking a short-term loss for a long-term gain, and he does. Back to the race lead goes Chris Chambolos. And he has the best support behind him, the 02, Casey Wignett, and the 99 of Tom Heglin, now finding his way back up front. As he has got plenty of company along with him. Danny Carpenter in the 28 machine. Little loose off there, feathers it, going to lose some momentum. Carpenter down to the bottom, and he's going to bring Best along with him. Best is suffering something fierce from right front damage, so he's going to need all the help he can muster up to get to this thing. So let's also bring this back here. A few drivers stayed out. The 42 is one of them. The 42, the 02, and who else was the masked man that stayed out? I want to say the 24, but those guys stayed out. So they didn't use a set of tires, and I believe the others did. So could that be a strategy play in that matter? These guys try to use these tires early because they don't think there'll be another caution, and this thing's going to go green to the end. If it goes green to the end, the guys who took tires, genius move. The guys who didn't, yeah, they're going to be suffering. But if it does get a caution, then those three that stayed out, they just set themselves in the catbird seat. Right now, Christian Bullis is leading the way, stoked right now. This is exactly what he wants. That clean, fresh air, control the race pace, let the O2 sit behind him and save his fuel, save his tires, save his run, and then you really just got to contend with him at the end. Because if you guys can muster up enough energy and keep that speed up, those guys won't be able to contend with you, and you'll be able to manhandle this outside line all the way across that checkered line at the checkered finish at the end. Tom loves his position. Same thing with the 28. I can only imagine. Third and fourth right now, respectively. Will Hewitt now find himself in fifth position. 5-car Daniel Best trying to maintain, hold on with all his might with this damaged car, so he can remain in the chase for some big points at the end of this thing. Right now, sixth position and holding on for that top 10. Again, take a bad day and don't make it worse, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Ooh, big competition down here. We got a sortie getting unleashed. 27 of Collins got pressured by the 24 of Will. 5-car Best smacking some fence. The 24 did. Hopefully it was just a graze and no damage done there. Just a little bit of the finish. We can buff it. You're all good. Keep the speed up. They do. Man, we are flying right now. Bunch of speed. Look at that damage right there. Ow, dog. It's crumpled. He's finding a great run, though. He's finding the speed. Oh, 24 smacks the fence once again. He's just trying to make that car a little more aerodynamic. 28 now. Sitting pretty right behind the 99. No big aggressive moves thus quite yet, as you do see the 27 now on the bottom. He's going to go for it. He sees nothing but clean, big track in front of him. He's got it for a second, but here comes the 42 and 02 with momentum. Round the outside. Another drag race into 3. 42 is gonna bring her way high that time. Now that's gonna leave the complete door open for the 27 to do whatever he needs. Take that lane up or hold the bottom. Yeah, I want to say that the 42 just kind of missed it there, and he pushed hard, and that's what stalled up that outside line, because the outside lines just had all kinds of choo-choo in it toward the end of this race. Oh, whoa, dude! A-car off pace. Holy bejesus. Oh, contact! Oh, 28 is sideways. Rally Canopsire just slices through there. And Carpenter. So again, check up right here, more contact, just nowhere to go. He gets a hit by the 24, it looks, sends him sideways. Don't think there's going to be a lot of damage to the 28. He did get some front end damage, some splitter damage, I'm sure. Not a lot, we hope. Hopefully just a small, doesn't take a lot of the performance out or a quick fix, but could have been a lot worse. So he straightens it back out. It should be okay. So we'll do a caution, and for those drivers who didn't, will they this time get their pit on and get their face of wing? That looks like he is going to bring this thing down pit road. 90 mile an hour through here. All right, so we have some takers. George Champolius in the 79 is going to be leading us into pit road. Take ourselves a break. Be back here for the green flag restart. 24 laps to go.
3, 2, 1.
Call Gary into my office. There is a situation here.
I assure you you'd like to listen. The alternative is very expensive.
Gary! Get them out of my office now.
Gary, a moment. There are two versions of how this narrative plays out.
Exhibit A.
Gary waits patiently and quietly by the door.
Exhibit B.
Gary steps forward and you spend the next 6 hours sponging him off the walls. I know which version Gary would prefer. Gary.
Manny Salazar. He's not really the guy you loan $1 billion and expect to see it back.
You think you can recover it?
You know I can. And this job, when mistakes are made, you need insurance. Kids, don't say a word. Follow me. Bronco and Sid will now solve it their way.
Love the shirt.
It's silk.
Of course it is.
I just told you. It's silk.
This is Salazar's island. The police are on payroll, and he has a reasonably experienced private army. Tick every box.
Tick every tuck.
Lube every wheel.
Lick every stamp.
3, 2, 1.
Range 300. Wait, 275.
Make your mind up.
250. Ram it, Janet.
They work between the moral and the immoral. The black and the white. They operate in the gray.
Show me what you got.
All right, welcome back, race fans. We are coming to the conclusion of tonight's race. You got Chris behind us here at FRB. We are getting her done in the booth for you, and I got the door-to-door sim racing, and we are stage 3, almost done with this thing. Let's give a shout out to our fans out there. Yes, let's do so.
All right, there you are. Man, hey, thank you everybody for showing up for tonight's race tonight, tuning in, giving these boys the support they mostly deserve. Everybody that tuned in for the first time, hopefully we've done a decent enough job to earn that sub and that like, of course. All the rest of you that's been here for quite a minute, all you OGs of the group, man, make sure to hit that like button, share this thing, and get it out there. But we're about ready to go green and drop the hammer once again. And a big shout out to Mars Properties for putting on the 2026 season. Thank you so much for all the support. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Will there be another caution?
Will there be another caution? We're going to find out. I don't know. Woo, I love the end of these races, especially when it's a short shoot and scoot. Josh Collins now at the helm of the race tonight. Big jump, but this is not what you want, especially at the end of the race, as there's a no holds barred, take every run. You want to be in the front. And now the 99's going for it. Go, Doug, go. Tom goes for it now. He's going to go drag race side to side with the 0202 with a phenomenal run. But is it too soon, Junior? We got plenty of time left in this race for runs to spool up. And, of course, positions to be had. You see him separate there. Everyone jockeying for position. Now the 27 goes underneath the 99. 99 to the outside. Finds the 24 of Will Hewitt. He's trying to find himself a podium finish as these guys all stack up on the outside line. Big run down to the bottom. Here comes Josh Collins as he's gonna roll this bottom, hit the center, get his exit on, and hopefully side trap that 0-2, stall him up. They're gonna go side by side, cross that line. 0-2 still has it. Pacey Wignett with the momentum, and he has a 99 at Tom Hegelin. He is right there with them. There's nothing being left, being held back. They're putting it all out on the track. Daniel Best still in the heat of things. He has significant right front damage, but he is maintaining pace, hoping for a lucky star to shoot him through the field and get himself a phenomenal finish. Tom still holding strong in that second position. Will now in the third position. They're right in the wall. Lou contact, and there goes the 99. Oh no, 99, he smacks the wall, and he's gonna lose everything. Hops down the drain. Will Hewitt now, but he does keep it, we do stay green as he keeps it pointed the right direction on the track. Will Hewitt now moves himself up into second position. Carpenter now into third position. He's bringing Daniel Best right along with him. We've got a cluster, you know what's side by side. 18, 16 now back in the heat of things. Chris Jampolius has fell back in the 42, was up in the second and leading the race, but has fell back and now is mired in traffic. 27 at Collins now locked in on the bottom. Carpenter goes sideways. Carpenter regains control, keeps it pointed the right direction. Another hit off track. It is getting nasty out there, everyone. Looking for the 28. Oh, trying to find it. I don't know. I don't want to miss it. I know I'm going to miss something here. So he goes for the lead, pushes up. He gets contact. That's what it was. Okay, so contact. That sends him, and he recovers. Let's get back to the race lead here as we're running out of time in tonight's race. Time is running out. Bow, bow. Time is running out. Let's go. We got the 24 of Will Hewitt. Now, he's got, we got lap traffic in front of us. Slow lap traffic. Look for this to mess up the air. And that is slow traffic. That is the 8 car of Rivas. They're going to go flying around him. 18 now. Joshua Sanchez. He's going to bust out into the podium position. Again, Daniel Best holding on now for 4th spot. That's going to be winning his book. He can get this thing done in the top 5. Whoa, 3 wide. 42, 27, and 16. 16 kind of backing up there. He got a little claustrophobic for the 16, guaranteed, as we got more battling happening. Here we go, 18 now. He's going to go for it. 18 shooting for the lead. 13 laps left remaining in tonight's race. The 18's going to shoot for the bottom. Cannot clear. He's going to back up. The 3 on the outside are going to stay in line. Pacey, Will, and Daniel all lined up to the outside. Joshua Sanchez went for a huge run to the bottom and just couldn't clear up. And now look how far that has pushed him back when he lost that draft. And those guys just kept choo-chooing along. Pacey Wignett now leading this freight train as as Will Hewitt and Daniel Best doing all they can to keep these guys in their rearview mirror. But the gap has shrunk. The 18 now has that draft, and he is bringing a lot of heat in the kitchen along with him. He's about ready to light this joker on fire. 18 now, and the 42, they have a chance to really create an impeccable run that these guys cannot defend, but they're going to have to set it up and set it up perfect. As you see, the momentum was built up by the 18, but the 42 could not or was not there in sync with him, so they can make that run down to the bottom, side draft, push them back. Now, again, there will be fight ahead of them, so they're still not out of it. They need to stay in pace, though. They cannot lose this gap. They need to be right there with them. So when the 24 and the 02 with the 5 possibly, now 5's moved himself into third position, podium finish possibly, as he sneaks around the 18. 18 is Sanchez now slide back into fourth position. Oh, he's back up into the wall, losing ground. He's blinking out here. He's losing blinker fluid. Hopefully, blinker fluid doesn't go all over the track. We got the 42, the 27. Yeah, 18's just look like he's super tight now. He might be at the end of the life of his tires or what, but the guy who's letting it all hang out is the 02, coming up to 8 laps left remaining in tonight's race. 02 Pacey Wignet hasn't had himself one heck of a roller coaster of a race. Now he finds himself leading the way. He's had himself one of the strongest hot rods out there on track tonight. He's mastered this outside to Midland line, and now that it seems like as if the track has shaped up for him. And let's check that temperature one more time before the end of this thing. Temps are showing 76 degrees, getting even colder here, so going to get even more grip right at the end of this race. So fantastic for these drivers. They're going to get everything they need to pull some kind of amazing finish out of their hats here. Got the 17, Nicholas France. These guys are all duking it up back here. Meanwhile, it's single file, haul it, all kinds fast up in front. No one's willing to step out and pull the trigger quite yet. They know they're going to have maybe 1-2 chances tops. You've got to line this thing up, and you've got to fire it perfectly. This is where that super speedway practice and experience comes into play. Lining up that pass, that slingshot engaged, if you will. But you have to do it at the right time so they can't use it back on you. And once you get out of line, you're going to slow. So everybody behind you is they're roar. That's an attack, But that's exactly what the drivers think as soon as they get out of line up there in the front. And then everyone just goes for it. 5 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Oh, wrong button. My bad. Woo, still single file. All this, of course, got to give a huge shout out to Mars Properties and all of the efforts they put on for this series for the 2026 season. Still single file, coming in 3 laps to go. I mean, are you good? Like the 24, the 5? Are you good with second and third? Because if you are, you're stoked. Because you're lined up tough, and I don't think there's enough energy to come flying past you guys. So if you stay in line, you'll be good. So coming up on lap traffic, 28. That's Carpenter. He will go finally lap down, but he will still get a decent finish tonight. 10th position, it shows him. Oh, man. Ow! 28. Caution at the... Oh, no. We're going to go overtime. Dang. So that was definitely on the 28. It's not showing. Well, I saw him sideways at least. Looks like things just keep getting worse for the 28. So Michael Reeves crashed as well. So maybe this was, crashed into the 28. So everything does start up here. Oh, so 28 just thought he was going to be clear, but he wasn't. He goes down, gets a piece of the bumper, slides up. They both hit the wall, come up, and then he gets into the 8 car, and dang it! And the 28 was just lapped down, just trying to finish the race. Dang. Oh, well, I think he might be able to park it from there, but I don't know. Looked like he backed into the wall pretty good. So that is definitely not what Pacey wanted to see, I don't think, because that's going to give them plenty enough time to get that initial run, which is the worst, right? This is the worst run. Let's make sure we're up to speed. There we go. Okay, so this is the worst run, right? This is the worst in a super speedway because you don't have, you're just getting through the gears. You don't have your momentum built up. You're only having enough time to build up energy one time. That's it. And so they're going to come at him with everything on that one, and he's not going to have time to build that run back up again and get to him. So he's going to either have to block, which could be bad, very bad, or he's going to have to be perfect on his restart here, which means do not gate him. Don't launch off, and if you do gap them, let off, right? Keep them on your bumper. Don't give them a gap to get that run on. So restart for the O2. This is it. This is VIP status right here. This is where he's gonna earn his seat. All right, it's how you keep your job. Right here. He's got to go slow on his restart, right? And go complete against complete training, which is just, gun it, go get her. But yeah, okay, let's look over that. See, do I have the schedule here? I don't know if I have the right schedule. Well, whatever. I swear it said 101, but so look, I thought they're going for a short race this evening due to the Cup race, but okay, right now we are under caution. We are going to be doing a overtime, green, white, checkered, 2 laps. We could have a surprise winner. Yeah, definitely possible. 24, 18, all those guys are hungry. 27, he's hungry. 42, it could be the best finish of his career and door to door this season. All right, here we go. Just gonna leave the tower up. Not gonna mess with nothing because this is gonna be woo. Got my fingers crossed that we get ourselves just like an epic finish, right? 4 wide, something, clean-ish. Okay, so all eyes on the O2 on his start. And the 24, he's going to have to side draft him, keep him slow and at bay, keep these lines matched up. So the O2 did choose the bottom, and here we go, green for the final time, hopefully. Okay, big push by the 5. 5's all over his bumper now. He's going to clear, no problem. It's going to be a 1-2. They can continue. But bumper to bumper, traffic on the bottom. We're looking for the run to the outside. They didn't do it. They didn't spool it up properly. Here comes a 24. 5's going to block. 24 stalls up. 18 goes underneath them. Gets in a bumper of the 5. Here we go. Last lap. Will they cross the line to take the flag? They do. White flag is in the air. Next flag ends it. 5 pushing the bejesus out of the 0-2. He pushed him so hard into 1 that he gets tight. Shoots up the track. Now opens the door for the 18. Big run now. Can they muster it up? Here comes the 18 to the outside. 18 moving to the outside. 5's going to stay on the bumper of the 0-2. 18 losing help. 3 wide behind him. 87, 27. Here they go. Sliding 24, 27. Sideways across the line. It's Wignet, Best, and Sanchez. Wignet 0-2. Pacey Wignet gets that P1. Daniel Best gets second place, and then third goes to Joshua Sanchez. But all glory goes to, of course, Pacey Wignet. Yeah, buddy. You earned that one this evening, guarantee you that. That was great. What an amazing run. We got P2 going to Daniel Best, and third spot, Joshua Sanchez. Great run for him. Podium time for the 18 car. What an awesome car. Oh, and there's Pacey burning it down. Hold on. There we go. Pacey Wignet burning it down. Yeah, dog. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty, dude. Nice parking. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. There's your Kodak moment. Great run by Pacey Wignet. Let's check over our final results. And then we'll get on over to our post-race show. There we go. All right, Pacey Wignet again. Your race winner in the 0-2. The number 5, Daniel Best. Get that second position. Joshua Sanchez in the 18. P3, fourth position, going to go to the 87, Bradley Canopsire. Good job, Bradley. 87 was put on quite a good show this evening. 27 of Josh Collins, same thing. Great run for him. Fantastic work for Josh Collins in that fifth position. You got the 24 of Will Hewitt. Had a great points run today. Finishes up in 6th position. Chris Champolios in the 42. Got himself some camera time out there in the front. And still finished the top 10. 7th position, great fight for him. Same thing, Nicholas Franz, was just holding strong, manages his top 10 finish. 16 of Joshua Switzer, he had himself all kinds of havoc out there on track, but still manages his top 10. The same thing with the 28 of Danny Carpenter, who finishes up in 10th position. So we have George Champolios in the 79, 11th, Tom Heglin. Well, both these characters, everybody was put on a hell of a show this evening. Michael Rivas in the 8. Dawson Kemp, man, he was like, I wasn't going to give up, man, I'm going. And he did. The 7 is Scott Jones. Again, finishing it up. That's your end of year field right there. And of course, your broadcaster right here, Chris Blimus, calling it from Pismo Beach. But all in all, Pacey Wignet, your race winner. All right, come on over to the post-race show. And so stand by one.
right, NASCAR fans, welcome to the post-race show. Got Chris Paul Hamus here, the FRB, and of course, your race winner, Pacey Wignet, and in that O2 machine. Let's see if we got him on board here. Pacey, you got a copy? Got Chris Paul Hamus here in the booth.
Yeah, I got you.
There you are, dude. What a run tonight. We seen you get, like, seriously, LA traffic jam. Dude, you had a hot rod. That thing was on a purpose, dude. That car was, all right? I mean, that car almost left you behind a couple times, it seems. But, dude, you were, and you're taking every freaking run that you possibly could. I love it, man. I love it. What a race out there. I'm going to shut up, give you the floor. Congratulations. Great run, my man. Great run.
Thank you. No, that was just that probably one of the best cars I've ever had at Atlanta. I have no clue. Wherever I put the car, we went to the front. I was sitting there telling my teammates that, you know, early in the race you have to be aggressive to learn what the car's capable of in the end of the race, and that's why I was so aggressive all night. It was just when it came down time for the ending, I knew what the car had and what it was capable of doing. Okay. So that's I don't know. I love this track, man. I just love this track. It's so much fun. And if you get the right group of guys, it's a lot of fun.
No, well, enlighten us a little bit about that side drop, okay? It wasn't just the car. Yes, we know it was super fast and you could put that thing anywhere, dude, but the way you ran that Midland to Highline and the way you put that car, yes, we were watching. You would go from, you were doing a hopscotch on the outside. You would jump up to one, and you would just drag him back a bit. Then you jump in front of him, get the run on the next one, and then do the same thing. But it was about how you rotated the center perfectly and sucked them back with that side draft, man. That was impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah. No, it's just something I've learned over the years racing here. If you're able to have that wider arc in, you can obviously naturally you're gonna just be able to turn better in the center off. So by doing that, they can have a massive run coming inside, but as soon as I stall it out, well, now I've got an entire outside lane behind me that's also stalling every car out. So going down to the next straight, we're 5-10 miles an hour faster, and that just kind of leapfrogs the inside and outside lanes together. You see it a lot at Talladega, Daytona. It's definitely not as visible as it is here at Echo Park, but it's literally the same thing. It's just all about keeping the momentum.
And you had that tonight. You did. I mean, and it's but describe to us a little bit. One thing I didn't notice in the beginning, that inside line, beginning of the race, stage one, that seemed like the hot spot, the place to be. The outside line just couldn't get that momentum. What changed out there? Was it just the right cars leading the outside line? Did the track change? We didn't see it cool off. Give us your take from the driver's point of view.
I mean, the beginning of the race, everybody's kind of jockeying for position, kind of testing the waters, see what the car has. So you take a run to the outside, and you're not really going to get followed because it's a plate track. The inside's dominant, that sort of thing. So nobody knows how everybody else is going to race. Nobody knows who has a better car, worse cars. So you're just constantly jockeying. You would get a little bit of momentum up on the outside, and somebody would give a bad push into the corner, and it would kill the momentum. So it's a learning curve, and I think by the time stage 3 hit, everybody kind of learned who was good and who wasn't, and I was so committed to the outside all night, so I just kept it up there even when I got in front. So this track is awesome just for that specific reason. You have inside and outside lane. Neither one's really too dominant until you get, a car like I had tonight. Holy crap, that was the car.
I mean, we've seen it. We've seen you just like, okay, I think I'm gonna go to the bottom now, or no, I'm gonna go to the outside, and then you just shoot through, and you've seen the speed that car had, and of course handling as well. You had some great saves out there. How about that save off the 5, right?
Yeah, there was the one from the 5 in stage 1.
Yep.
I don't know who was. I think it might have been my brother behind me in stage 2. I like going into the corner.
Yeah.
I just about lost it. And almost had a massive tank slapper. So I'm not sure how I saved it either time, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah, no, you're again still, and you proved it out there. It's not just about being fast, but it's also about having that car control, because you don't know what's going to happen out there, who's going to hit you the wrong way, and you're going to have to be instantly reflective, reactive to it, and on top of that wheel at all times. And you did. You proved that every time. Every single week we come in here, week out, we're always oohing and awing over some out of the O2, So. So I keep it up, please, by all means. It's great TV, amazing TV. So, but man, I don't like to go too much more of your time. You did phenomenal run tonight. You put on one hell of a show. But let's get some shout outs, of course, and we'll get you on your merry way.
Of course, I gotta shout out you for broadcasting each and every week. Especially when I thank Daniel Best for keeping it clean there at the end. He very easily could have just pushed me all the way out of turn 4 and spun me out. So. Very much appreciate him keeping it clean. Got to shout out the wife for letting me do this. The kids for sleeping. And obviously I got to shout out my eldest daughter for the paint tonight.
Oh, and, really? Okay.
And Chris Tremopoulos for actually making the car off of her idea and design. So
that's awesome.
anybody needs a paint, hit up Chris Tremopoulos. He'll make it work for you.
No kidding. All right, man. That is really cool. That is awesome how you bring your family in to your racing here. That's perfect, man. It warms our hearts out there. Really does. Family event.
Hey, I'm 2 for 4 in this car, so.
Keep it up, dude. Keep it up. It seems like you might want to think about running this one for the playoffs, yeah, or for the especially for the final races.
I think we got something special cooking up for the chase, and for a few more weeks out in the future. So
okay, all right. Well, I can't wait to see it, and I know we'll get a good view of it up there toward the front. Congratulations to you one more time, man. Impressive run, dude. Can just keep it up, man. I love broadcasting you. You are just a blast, bro. So yeah.
Well, thank you.
What's up, bud?
I said, well, thank you.
Oh yeah, dude. Hey, well deserved. Okay. But man, till next week, keep it up, my bro, and we'll see you soon.
All right, we'll do.
Bye. All right, Pacey Wignett, your race winner. What a character. That guy's awesome. All right, let's go with Mr. Daniel Best into that second position here. Yeah. Okay. This guy got the luck of all lucks this evening. Man, let's go ahead and bring him up. Make sure I got his name up here too. I'm trying to make sure I got my I's crossed and D's dotted and stuff, So, Daniel Best, you got Chris Paul here. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, dude. Okay, I was commenting all kinds about that right front, dude. I mean, you were mean to that right front. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing was mashed up, and how you had the speed that you had at the end, beyond me. Right? At first, you're in that 4th, 5th position at the end. I'm like, oh, I'm sure he's stoked. It's going to be like a win for him with all that damage on the right front, which you didn't see because you in the car. But we seen it, and it looked nasty, all right? Like, ooh, right? But there you were, manhandling this car, and you bring it home second, dude. With, of course, the roller coaster elevator ride you had this evening. Give us, of course, the insights of your race this evening, and really lay into that traffic. Because it seemed like you guys ran into some air back there that sucked.
Yeah, it was terrible. I got right at 4 minutes of damage with
really
that wreck on the front stretch with the 16 car. And that last caution that came out, I went down and got 4 tires and had 40 seconds of damage left and got it all fixed. So coming out, well, not the last caution, the caution before the green, white, checker caution. And so my car was completely fixed at the end, and I was fine running third back there with Hewitt and Pacey, but that last caution came out, and I figured, well, this is going to be fun. And the car was fast. I don't know. Pacey just had a blazing fast car tonight.
Yeah. We're gonna need to make sure that goes through inspection, and y'all gonna need to get back to me before next week, just in that matter, okay? And check for some kind of like weird bottles, right, with some lines going to it, because the way that thing took off, like I had a little nitrous in it.
Yeah, that's what I just was telling him in the waiting room. I mean, I don't know what he was doing, but he could pass cars on the top by himself at the beginning of the race. And I got up there to get behind him to try to go to the front with him, and I couldn't stay caught up with him. That's why I jumped back down in the bottom lane and just rode, because I couldn't catch him.
Wow. No, you had a great car tonight. That car seemed to like the high line and your bottom line. Where were you finding that the car was advancing more positions and had a little more momentum, high or bottom this evening?
Well, the top line, I felt like we kept more speed up, and the only way you can really pass on the top is coming through the tri-oval and sticking your nose to the outside of the car in front of you and leaving them hanging out. But it's kind of crappy, but it kind of worked out too.
Right. And I mean, we've seen a lot of that, a lot of jockeying in position. We did see a lot of plowing tight. Now, was that aero induced, or was that a little more of setup and track induced, do you think?
I mean, if you don't lift going into the corner, you're going to push. If you don't get that left front in front of, or below the car in front of you. But most of the night I was 3/4 throttle going into the corner and dragging a little brake, just because if you got in the corner and you were directly behind somebody, you were going towards the wall. And I did get the wall a few times on the last couple laps, but it's let it all hang out by then.
Well, you had to, right? I mean, and again, I was like, dude, we're in fourth. I'm like, yeah, right on. You're going for it. And then all of a sudden, you slid into third, which I mean, I'm not sure exactly. Can you describe? Because I think we missed that one. Happened pretty quick. We missed how you got into third, and then of course we've seen what happened in second.
Exactly what I was just saying. We come out of turn 4, and the lap before that, I realized he was going a little lower in the tri-oval than I was, so I just stayed in the gas coming out of 4 and got to his outside, just a bumper, and then he had to let me go because Pacey was keeping us all at the top and keeping the momentum up. So it worked out, and then that caution came out, and I started behind Pacey, and I really thought he was going to take the top for that last restart, and I was going to have to push Hewitt to the win, but it worked out. I was real adamant about not cutting the tri-oval because we've had a lot of trouble this week in the A Open. People just use that like it's a racetrack, and it's just dangerous to do that because then you got 5 wide up there, and when you come out of the tri-oval, everybody's balled up down there.
Right.
So at the end of the race, I did end up shooting down there, but I kind of backed out of the throttle, so I didn't try to steal the win from him by doing that. So it worked out. I had a good race tonight.
Yeah, and it seemed like it too. You fought hard. You powered through tremendous adversity out there. Because again, that right front at the end, man, how you were making that thing turn through center, beyond me. Seriously. Because you had
a lot of wheel in it.
I bet, dude. Because I was like, we're looking at your damage, and then with all the air moving around in front of you, the way that you were powering through the center, I was just waiting for you for that thing just to let go, and you just go, shoot up to the outside fence and call it a night, But man, you stayed on top of the wheel, and again, that's exactly what I keep describing. Never give up. Stay on top of that wheel. React, stay on top of your reactions, and you'll make it work somehow, some way. You'll make it work, and you did tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What again? Amazing run, great race. I had so much excitement, jam-packed in tonight's race. That was just fantastic. And people think you need a huge field to have an awesome race, But
yeah, I enjoy the 15 to 20 car fields because there's not as much bull going on in the back, or lap down cars. I mean, you really get to race, especially at a track like this. I mean, the racing was amazing all night. We had a few, mess ups, but
it's gonna happen.
I mean, it's racing, so
well, there's
only so many spots.
Oh yeah, and we see the with more cars, those checkups and the way they filter through the field. By the time they get to the end, those guys just run into a brick wall, And so it's like, But you don't have those tremendous checkups of energy through the field when we're running with a little lesser of a pack, and so that enables you guys to haul butt, and you guys were moving at the end.
Yeah, well, and I noticed tonight too, like you're saying that the A opens, everybody's on the bottom the whole time. When we got up top, there wasn't nowhere near the checkup up there, and I guess it's because you got the wheel opened up so much that you're not closing in on the car in front of you so quick. But I enjoyed running the top. I'm glad he took us up there because we were all stuck to the bottom in the beginning of the race. And then once we figured out he knew the fast way around, everybody was following him.
Right.
Casey's tough, man.
Yeah. But you learn a lot, though, right? And so that's that's going to make you guys even tougher next season. And so he's going to have a lot more on his plate then. So, which is exactly what we aim for. So, man, what a run tonight! What an awesome race! Can't go wrong. And of course, now we got some talent and a driver's track ahead of us next week. So, you ready for that one?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. I enjoy North Wilkesboro.
Yes, sir. I think it has the history to it for sure. Well, let's get some shout outs for you. We get you on out of here and get us on our merry way.
All right. Well, Mad Dog Motorsports, the league, you of course for all you do, and
pleasure.
Let's move on to next week and see if we can have another good one.
Well, I'm sure that you will, dude. You have been, like I said, very consistent, especially toward the end of this season. My money is definitely on you to be there fighting for that championship at the end. Dude, keep beating those doors down like you're doing tonight, and and putting on the shows you're putting on, because it's working and you're killing it, bro. Great job tonight and an awesome run.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, buddy. We'll see you next time.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Daniel Best there. Let's go ahead and get him over. There he is. And then last but not least, of course, Mr. Joshua Sanchez. That was Daniel Best in that finishing second in tonight's race. But your third and final runner-upper, Joshua Sanchez in the 18. Can't wait to talk to this guy. Joshua, you got a copy? Yeah, Chris Paul Amos here in the booth. Oh, missed him. Sanchez, Joshua Sanchez, you got a copy? Got Chris Paul Amos here in the booth. I believe you are muted there, my man. I can't hear you. I see you talking. Volume looks clear here on this side. I don't have you muted. Nope. I don't know why I would, anyways.
Hello?
There you are, dog.
There it is.
Yeah. All right. Mr. Sanchez, dude. How about that? So is this one of your better finishes for the season, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I've been battling a lot of stuff, just battling the top 5 finishes and just trying to get the points up, because I was 29th in points about a month and a half ago, and I was like, I want to try to make a playoff push, and I feel like the last couple of races, I've made a couple last solid finishes. I know I finished 3rd at Sonoma, 3rd at Pocono, and then I couldn't race in San Diego or Chicagoland, so now another top 3 finish, which is big.
Huge, dude. I mean, and you were fighting this entire night tonight, man. Dude, we seen you across the freaking infield at times.
Yeah, I mean, I had 8 minutes of damage as that first caution came out, where I don't even know what number car hit the wall and kind of looked like a Beyblade, put 8 minutes of damage on my hood, and went a lap down on purpose to try to get that extra time damage filled out and figured out, and then somehow finished P7 in stage 2 and got it fixed up for the last stage.
So how much damage did you have that you had to muster up through that last repair?
It was 755 on the first one. So then I took the lap down. I got it all the way down to like 5. In that second stage, I finished with about 450. I want to say about 5 to 450. And then 2 cautions came late that got me down to 22 seconds of damage, and I just let it hang on the last restart.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, dude? So you tell me you went from a lap down, all kinds of damage, you got it down 22 seconds, and then you finished it with that.
Yeah,
Holy
that was.
bejesus, dude. That is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Woo! I mean, dude, and you had a good car tonight too. You found yourself, out there fighting in contention, and you were out there bleeding some stuff. It looked like you had an amazing run on the bottom too, until you took that door and went into the infield. You took that shot out of nowhere. You talk about what they call that, blindsided. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had I had a good car. Had a good car when I had no damage on it in the first, I think, 35, 40 laps.
Yeah.
And then get blindsided, and that car just, I mean, obviously it's not going to be the same when you're fixing 8 minutes of damage, but fix it up to be solid top 3 car.
But you saved it on that too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an impressive save because that thing could have went all the way into the fence, dude, and lights out, game over.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, staying on top of reacting. That's what I was telling everybody. Got to react. Got to be able to react to whatever is thrown at you at a moment's notice. And again, that's what saves your car. We've seen that a few times with a few other drivers taking some contact, but saving it and keeping it out of the wall kept them in the race, and they had a decent finish. And it worked exactly in your favor for this evening as well. You're able to keep your car and fix it, got it back out there, and look at you, man. P3.
Yeah,
with an awesome race, though, dude. You were putting on some
No,
passes.
that race. That race, man. Every week the guys get cleaner. I mean, we're getting used to racing with each other as the season goes on. So the league's been racing well.
Yeah. I look forward next year adding a few more ducks into the pond, right? And it just keeps building on itself, dude. So.
Sure.
Man, you had yourself an impeccable run tonight. Like I said, you were nothing short of excitement out there. All right, because you literally,
man, that's what I try to be.
I mean, from good and bad. I mean, so let's
absolutely.
Let's slide more good. All right, excitement next time. Then, but man, what a way to bring it back home. What a way to bring it home.
Appreciate it.
But where did you find some of the biggest treacheries of the race? I mean, was it the arrow? Was it those rotation through like the tri-oval right there, pinch points? What was the most challenging factor of tonight's race?
I'll tell you, there was 2 for me.
Okay.
So definitely that oval, that tri-oval was tough because if you got on that kind of apron-ish area and your car wasn't straight, you're going to get a little loose. And then also when I had that damage at late second stage, when I was at like 4 minutes, my right front was wearing down bad because I was turning in hard on the bottom, but I was getting super tight. That's why I kind of lost the draft in the last like 2 laps with a white flag and finished P7 because I just had no turn in the car. So that's where I felt like my hardest challenge was, but thank God it was only 2 laps because if it was more than that, I was going another lap down.
Right. Man, but you just proved the most epic of all points tonight of why you never give up. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I try.
Yes, dude. I mean, look at you. The P3 damaged car gets it fixed. Was laps down, drives it back, and comes home with an awesome finish and has just an epic race. I mean, dude.
That it was.
Yeah, that was it. And I can't wait for it to see what's going to happen next week. You guys
next week is what, Iowa?
Huh?
Yeah, is it Iowa next week?
No.
Richmond?
We got we just said it, not Knoxville.
It's North Wilkesboro. That's what it is, right?
Wilkesboro. It's like
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a great. That's a driver's track. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking forward to. I love driver's tracks. Darlington, all of those. Monster Mod, you name it. Looking forward to that one. But even tonight, though, it showed drivers out there this evening. You guys were patient, but were on top of the control of your cars, man. The racecraft was top notch today. So congratulations to you on that P3. Let's get some shout outs and get chilling out of here, my man.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to my boys who tuned in today: Ryan, Chris, Alex, my family, my parents, and the man above. Yes, sir.
Man above. Yes, amen. Yes. Yeah, throw the prayers out there, keeping us all in line. At least we hope so.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to you one more time, man. Great work out there on track, dude. I can't say enough about the about that 18, except for that you have yourself one heck of a idol to stand up to driving that 18, dude. All right.
Oh, for sure.
But you did it right tonight, man. You showed what Kyle Busch a little something that we got you.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, my man. Well, let's get on out of here, and we will see you hopefully next week, right?
Yes, you will. You will see me next week.
Copy that. All right, man. Congratulations.
All right, Chris. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Got it. Oop. Keep sliding things around, hitting the wrong buttons here. I hit the pop-out stupid thingamajig, and I don't know. Oh, there it is. Stand by one, everybody. I'm punchy this evening for some reason in the post-race show. All right, there we go. All right, copy up. So that was Joshua Sanchez, third place finisher in tonight's race. What a great race for door-to-door sim racing. And thank you again, Mars Properties, for, of course, sponsoring this 2026 season. Really appreciate all the support. And for all you fans out there, sticking it out. Hey, at least we got rained out here, right? But we were able to finish you here, all right? So at least we got a checkered flag tonight no matter what. So super stoked. But thanks again for tuning in. All you new people tuning in, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We earned nothing tonight, you know? And again, all the support, greatly appreciated. But until next week, stay tuned. Keep everything pointed in the right direction. We'll see you soon.
In the jungle, baby. You got